Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Big Grin's YouTube channel and also posting on Instagram, TikTok, X, and other social platforms. What I wanted to go ahead and touch on the topic today for DIY artists, I wanted to go ahead and set aside this special time to talk more about the industry, about the music, the differences between how it was 25 years ago and how things are today in the music industry, and the things that we need to do uh, as artists that is aside from our artistry, aside from just being musicians and painters, crafters, sculptors, designers, just creators in general. um, Realizing that in 2025 we also have to be content creators. And this is something that in the music industry, a quarter century ago, it wasn't like that. It was more like you got your band together and you got your little demo together, you sent it out to labels, and you would get signed to a label. And the experience that I can share, that I have with big industry labels versus DIY, and this is what I want to dig into, is the differences of being an indie artist or being an artist that's on a label. Now, I've been on both. I've done both. I choose to be a DIY artist, and what I would do, I mean, just to go a little bit of my background of what happened on my personal journey. In the past, I've been in many different projects, groups, and bands since I've been growing up, and evolving. At one point, I was in a project, and we were signed to Sony Music Entertainment, and the albums were there, the music was there. We had already been rehearsing and performing and doing our gigs and putting up music and whatnot. So I get signed to Sony, right? I'm super stoked. I'm like, fuck yeah, I did it. I fucking made it. I signed to Sony Music. Like, it was just like, like mind blowing. Like, fuck, dude, like I did it. Like I got my contract with Sony, dude. Like I'm on a major label. I'm on a major fucking record label, a major brand in general. Everybody knows Sony, but you know what? Fuck Sony, dude. Fuck Sony Music. All the big industry music. I'm a DIY indie artist till I die. I put the die in DIY, homie. And my experience with Sony was horrible. What they do, with indie bands or bands that are coming up, they'll hype you up, they'll sign you, they'll put contracts in front of you, and then they'll put you on a shelf because there's so many artists. There's hundreds of thousands of artists like emerging all the time. In order to make it in this game, you gotta be fucking really special, have something about you, something about your music. And Sir Quincy Jones said it's best, you have to have a story. If there's no story behind your music or who you are or how your project came to be, then might as well just stop there because it is about the music, but we're in 2025 where now it's about storytelling. People want interaction. People want to know the artist. And now I'm happy to be able to tap into 2025, being that I am of the analog age and I did, make my demo CDs. It could only have 3 songs on them, max. Each could only be 3 minutes. They're very specific, and you would mail them out, and it was very, very, very different. But like I said, my experience with Sony was a no-go. I went ahead and stepped away. I had two projects at the time. Both were highly successful here locally in Las Vegas, and I wanted to separate myself from being between people in bands, in groups and projects, even in duos. You know what I mean? I got enough to handle with myself. I'm already like, loquito. So I have to do like a lot of prayer and meditation and a lot of just acts of gratitude to keep my serenity and to keep my peace of mind, and just so that I can keep this vibrational frequency that I'm at. And it's just this frequency that I'm at, and I'm in tune to, and it's just I love how I feel. And earlier I felt like my skin and everything was just vibrating, and I just felt this glow over me, and that's like the law of attraction. That's when you're manifesting, and those are the moments that you need to like hold on to the most. Because when you feel that really good moment, and you're just like, oh yeah, it's like shit's happening, and just you just have to like harness that moment, harness that energy as much as you can. Hold on to that feeling and think of more things that you want to attract, and just bring them into your life. And once you're on your path again, and you find yourself again, and you feel like yourself, you know what I mean? Like you're back to being who you are at some point. For me, at least, I can only speak at me. For me, I lost the certain essence. My name is Dana Christopher Dow. I've always gone by Chris my whole life because my dad's name is Dana. Um, Rest in peace, Papa. But after he passed away in 2011, I mean, it's 2025, it's 14 years ago, um, I took his name. Oh, my name, my first name, Dana. I'm Dana Christopher Dow. And he didn't want me to be just Dana Dow Jr. because he didn't want me to have a complex. He wanted me to have my own identity. He wanted me to be my own person. He didn't want me to just be a little mini me of him. Um, but actually, I look a lot like my dad, and I guess my mannerisms are a lot like him, and my attitude. And I'm grateful for that. Thank you, Pops, for making me such a resilient and glorious bastard that I am. And it's cool because, I mean, the relationship that I have with the universe is so special, and it's so unique, and I'm so connected to it that I get to speak in whatever language I like. But I'm practicing to be on camera more, and I want to make it more friendly and for more people to be able to tap into the videos, because this is more of a spiritual level. And it's not just because I'm wearing this shirt. I'm always talking like this. If you go back to my other videos, please do. A lot of people take things out of context. It's one of the beauties of the internet, and it's also one of the things that causes the chaos and the mix-ups and the miscommunication and the misleading of information and this and that. And I've gotten so many crazy comments on my YouTube shorts just because they're shorts that are taking off something that's my podcast. And you can see my podcast. I'll go ahead and plug it, Portals Podcast. Go ahead and check out right here on my YouTube page. You can see I have podcasts coming out to premiere. What I like to do is I like to piece out the clips and let people see them, comment however they want. And then I release the full podcast, which you're viewing now or not. Maybe you're just watching a clip, but go ahead and watch the rest of the clips or check out the premieres, and then you can see the entirety of it so you can understand the context in which I'm speaking. So that's one of the beauty things of shorts. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Spotify. Shout out to DistroKid, ElasticStage.com. Shout out to Android cell phones, I guess, because I'm still recording on it now. And again, my American dream was to always have the vinyl, and you guys have seen the vinyl. I'm not going to bust it out anymore. The vinyl's there, it's available. You guys can see it on my page. You guys can order it at ElasticStage.com, or also DM me. I will always answer you back. I love engaging with YouTube comments and people. And if it's negative, I will just kindly educate you. I will not block you because I want people to see the idiocracy that's going on in YouTube and on social platforms. Not so much anymore for some reason. But social platforms is a place where I had been attacked a lot. I don't know, actually. You know what? I haven't been on Facebook in like months, and I have no idea. I don't go on Facebook. My Instagram is linked, so when I post stuff, it goes to my Instagram. But I haven't gone in there and checked anything. But that's a place where it's just with all due respect, I think it's for a younger age. People who like to gossip, people who like to just like um, a lot of negative vibration. Since it's kind of a journal, open journal kind of thing. It's not like Instagram where it's just a picture, a reel, or a post and like a caption, something small. And it's really bite sized, and you kind of just go through it and find the things that you like and you don't. And it gives you something on your free time so you can check out videos like this. You can find new artists, new music. On my Instagram, you'll find a ton of these type of videos. My Instagram is it's a vlog page, so you can find me at Big Grins, big_grins, and we're grinning all year. So far, the American Dream album will be out in less than 1 month. You can go ahead and check out the countdown calendar right here, and it will be out in a month. And I am now gearing up for rehearsals. Well, I like to do my things in phases. Like I said, first it's obviously the recording process, writing a recording process. Now that I have my singles and all my albums for laid out for the year, curated with Spotify, music videos on YouTube, and just really, if you're a DIY artist, um, should indie artists still sign to labels in 2025? No. My answer is immediately no. I would never even. I have dropped my own label. It's in 2025, so if you're an indie artist, and again, should indie artists sign to labels in 2025? My answer is no. And the reason for me is like what I told you, what happened with me and Sony Music Entertainment, and being put on a shelf and having to be on the label schedule and doing what the label wants. So guys, drop your own label. That's what I did. You can go ahead and check out New Cash Records right here at New Cash Records, and you can also check out at Portals. You already know Cadillac Records in the house too. But shout out to all the record labels out there. People dropping their own records. It's all about indie now. It's all about that Indiana Jones, homie. On that adventure, you gotta be whipping homies. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick Lamar says, you gotta just pop up and let show what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that time that we're all equal, dude. We're all beautiful, and we're on this planet together. You know what I mean? So let's share it. Let's make it the most inhabitable, fun place ever for our children, for our children's children, for the children that are living now, that are growing up, kids that are in high school, that we're influences to. Whether you believe it or not, these kids are on YouTube, they're on Instagram, they're on they're on Discord, they're on all kinds of platforms I don't even know about. kids, they were born into the web. So all they know is screen time, phones, iPads, this and that, technology, instant gratification. So that's why I chose to, after the Sony thing, to be 100% independent all the time, like I was in the past. I drop music when I want to drop it. Right now, I hooked up with Spotify. So I'm an official Spotify artist. I have release every Tuesday. Go ahead, and if I'm not on the radar, put me on the radar. It's new country trap. It's that new vibe. It's that new sauce. Definitely check it out if you like country, Johnny Cash, Americana, Waylon Jennings, Chris Christopherson, any of the Highwaymen. And if you like just country music in general, and if you like trap beats, ooh, I got the sickest 808s and trap beats. Thanks to Jimmy. Shout out to Jimmy. I love you. My heart goes out to you. Um, so the next one I had up is the real cost of being a musician today. What is the real cost of being a musician today? So the real cost of being a musician today depends on what type of musician you want to be. As a DIY artist, we have a lot of different ways and to create music with little to no budget. And that's literally what my American dream is, because I've started with nothing and now I have a better quality of life. I'm able to express myself. I'm able to put myself on the platform. I'm able to be on that level and be an influencer for kids of a younger age or the next generation. People might be seeing me with my tattoos, um, and and then seeing that I'm wearing a Jesus shirt. There's a lot to my story. I can't say it all in a gist, but just check out my Portals podcast. Also, my music videos are DIY. I'm getting better production. I like it being DIY. I like being able to express myself whenever I want, turn on the camera whenever I want, record whenever I want, say whatever I want, be myself. None of this shit is scripted. I'll look up little things just so I have little tidbits to go off sometimes, or I'll chat with the homie, and we'll talk about music, and then we'll talk about certain things in the industry, and then it'll just spark something in me, and then I'll just be thinking about that, and I'll just be like, I know it. What can I do for my page? What can I do for my community that's of value? What can I bring to the table besides the whole table that I already brought? I brought the chairs, the tables. I brought the fucking taco guy. I brought the mariachi band, and I'm still bringing shit to the table. My music is relentless. It's nonstop. It's every week. New country every week. If you guys are looking for a new country artist that has brand new country trap, country trap, country trap. How many times can I say, is that new country trap, homie? What's up, Big Rinse in the house? Yeah. Everybody who's feeling good, drop some comments on there. Let me know. Drop that 2025 if you're feeling alive. Go ahead and drop that cross if you're feeling crisscross, will make you jump. But the real cost of being a musician today, it can vary from zero to millions of dollars. It just depends on what your budget is, the type of artist that you are, and the type of content that you want to get out of it. I'm the type of artist that even if I have money, I challenge myself to do it with no money, because I had no money before and I did it. So just because I have money now, why am I going to do it with money now? I'll save my money. I'll continue to make music in an even more raw form, because everything has been so overproduced, overanalyzed. Everybody's so sensitive, hypersensitive. I'm a super hypersensitive. I'm a Leo. I'm hypersensitive as fuck. I feel everybody's energy, everybody's vibration. That's why you see me here, but you will see me on stage. I'm very introverted when it comes to going outside, to being in public, and that's just part of my mental health um, thing that I got. I'm OCD. I'm very introverted. I pick up people's vibes very quickly, and there's a lot of these energy vampires out there. And trust me, I spent years and decades with these energy vampires. I've learned all about them. There's books on it, man. I've written books, and they will never be published because they're my private sacred books that I'll pass on to my family member, to my kids, to my next generation, so that they can have a little bit of information on what I learned during my lifetime, during my life period. And that's why I've turned the cameras on, because while the camera's on, then I know that I'm documenting myself. I'm already writing the book. So all you got to do now is do speech to text, and then all of a sudden, damn, he got his autobiography. See, so using technology in 2025 as a DIY artist and not depending on money is 100% essential. Even if you have money, don't spend it. Challenge yourself to do it with nothing. Try the minimum. Get the free trials. Don't buy the pro version. Do it the hardest way possible so that when you do have the money and you do it one time with money and you see how easy it is, you're like, nah, bro, I don't even want to fuck it with the money because this is taking my artistry away. It's taking my soul. It's taking my essence away. The money will do that. And now just because I have money now, and I did try, and I spent a little bit on a track, and you know what, dude? I felt fucking guilty. I did not feel good at all. I don't feel good. I don't feel good when that happens. I can't have people ghostwriting for me. You know what I'm saying? I like collaborating, but my vocals are going to be my vocals. It's going to be my voice. It's going to be my face. And it's my project. I am Big Grins. I am Portals. This is Portals. It is 2025. I go by Red Ivy. My name is Dana Dow Jr. and I am one intense mofo. But on the same note, I'm also very chill. It's just about taking your time and also going off of your raw emotion. So for my DIY artist, I definitely would not sign to a label in 2025 or any year. What I would say is hit up DistroKid for $20. You can upload an unlimited amount of songs that will be distributed to all streaming platforms, including iTunes, Amazon, um, not really Spotify. Honestly, Spotify is difficult to get on, but you can just download the Spotify artist page, follow the guidelines, and within the last 2 months, I've grown my monthly listeners from zero because I didn't have a page to thousands of monthly listeners by simply being consistent with your rollout, consistently putting your music out. Now that so since I've done this so many times in the past, and this is a bit of an experiment for me on this round because I'm doing a DIY, and even though I have the funding, I have the connections, and I know people and this and that, blah blah blah. Fuck the clout. Fuck the hype. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe me. Don't believe anything you see. Don't believe the TV. Don't believe the news. Don't believe shit. Only believe in your intuition. Believe in your intuition. Follow your gut. Do not let your mind play tricks on you. Do not let your minds play tricks on you because it will. The internet will play tricks on you. And you know why? It's because people want fame. They want fame. They don't really want it because of the music. It's art for art's sake for a reason. We're artists because we love being artists, because we're erratic, because we're crazy, because we're introverted, because we didn't fit in high school, because we're outcasts, because we're just fucking punk rock, because whatever your reason is, own that shit. Own that shit. Let that shit burn inside you. Be the artist you are. You know what I'm saying? Go full force, my DIY artist friends. Full force, baby. This is 2025. There's literally zero limitations, and you need zero money to do it. I am the living proof and truth that you can do it. I did it with I'm still doing it with a 2021 Android cell phone. Okay, I have a studio. I have gear. I have equipment. I have all the things. But I choose to do my project because my American Dream album, part 1, 2, and 3, that are already pressed on vinyl, not only are they pressed on vinyl, they're already pitched to Spotify and done for the whole year. And I'm so, so grateful for that. I feel so, so grateful to the universe. I feel so grateful to Jimmy. I feel so grateful to all of my muses and everybody that's inspired me on this journey. Because, dude, I fucking did it. This is my American dream. I'm already successful. That's the most beautiful thing about being a DIY artist versus being a major label artist, is that a real artist, I just got goosebumps. A real artist will just like, they'll, you just, it feels so good because your art and your satisfaction and your success comes upon the completion of the art. As soon as you write a new song or make a new video or make a new painting, I'm not sure to sing this, but this is, obviously for the art community, music community, DIY community. And that's what I'm trying to build, is more engagement. And I want people to really just leave your comments, like, what kind of artist are you? What are you into? How is your DIY journey going? My DIY journey is going fucking fantastic. And even though I have a better quality of life and I have all the things, I'm still sticking to this camera, to my American dream, because my American dream is not completed yet. I'm living the American dream. And guess what? I get to live the American dream until the day I die. And I got, at least another half of my life ahead of me. And that right there, my friends, is called victory. It's called victory over all the demons and victory all the devils, all these wannabe entities that want to come around. Somebody who has so much spiritual protection, that has been through so many dark places, that has been through the abyss, back and forth, bringing homies back, making sure people have their souls returned to them, because there's so many fucking demons out there trying to take your energy, and they're trying to take your shit, they're trying to take your goods, and they're trying to take the goodness of your heart. They're trying to take your soul. They're blood-sucking energy vampires. That's what they am. And I'm Lost Boys, homie. Frog Brothers forever, homie. Frog Brothers forever, niggas. What's up? Come with your energy vampire shit. I don't care. So that's what DIY is. Do it yourself. And I suggest doing it yourself because if you do it yourself, nobody can stop you. Nobody can say, hey, you can't record that. Hey, you can't post that. Hey, that doesn't sound like, appropriate. Or, hey, like, that's not what, this is my world, baby. This is Portals. This is Big Grins. If you guys want to put a name on it, a label on it, I'll just blow it up and make it $1 billion. I got $1 billion ideas all day long. And you know what? I'm sticking with the DIY though, because this is me, this is my path, this is what I was born to do. This is what I was born to do. And I'm so happy. And now that everything's with Spotify, I'm gonna make my little, excuse me, my little DIY videos and post them up. I'm really messing right now with a lot of anime stuff and putting my music over anime and finding that being that I have all these connections with Japan and Tokyo and seeing how my numbers are over there in comparison to the United States, really like diving more into anime. I mean, I've been watching anime since Akira, Capsule Corp, like 30 years ago. I'm talking the OG shit. So now that I'm seeing the newer stuff, I'm digging it, and like I'm kind of wanting to just set these anime videos layered with my music over it, and I think it goes really gorgeously and really beautifully. And shout out to Tokyo and Japan and Osaka and everybody out there. But everybody in the United States also and all around the world. That is the beauty of being a DIY artist. You can craft your own channel. As you can see, this is the Big Grins channel. Portals, this is YouTube channel. I have hundreds of videos, hundreds of shorts. I got hundreds of t-shirts. Gotcha. But I do actually. I'm a t-shirt whore. I love t-shirts. I love t-shirts and t-shirts love me. As long as they have that nice soft fabric on it, I feel nice and good. As long as I got something on my back, I'm just happy. Just to know that I'm clothed, I'm fed, I have my soul intact, I got my mind aligned and balanced. Spirit is with me, and it feels so. You know what? There's no more words. I need to get a thesaurus. I need a thesaurus or to start talking in Spanish again because the English language is very limited in what it is that we know. Of course, it's extensive if you study the English language. That's like studying any language, but I'm talking about the way we speak. I'm not even using slang when you see any of my videos. Sometimes I'll get hyped up and slang will come out, but I'm always speaking in proper English. You can go back and check all my videos. And I was in special education and English. And English was my first period in high school, and I was always late. And I had problems with English and literature. And I went to I was in special education classes. And I went to night school and I went to adult school. And I've also helped a lot of people when I worked with transition services, um, helping people with disabilities. And the mental health thing, it's called a disability, but honestly, it's just an ability. It's the ability to be yourself and people to just title you however they want and allowing us to be ourselves. If we're crazy, then we're crazy. Whatever, dude. It's whatever they want to put on paper. The reality is that you are who you are every day when you wake up. When you look in that mirror, when you're brushing your teeth and you're looking at yourself and like those thoughts that are going on in your mind at that moment, that's that's exactly what you need to put on your active items list. Whatever it is, whether if it's your family, you have an appointment, you have a meeting, you have this, you have that, you have rehearsal, you have recording, whatever it is. I'm so blessed to be able to say that honestly, when I brush my teeth, I'm just smiling and I'm so happy to be alive. And I'm so happy that I woke up. I'm so happy that I have my voice. Also that I've learned to love my voice and love myself. And that makes me just ecstatic um, when it comes to that. Another thing that I wanted to go on the real cost of being a musician today, like I said, is $0. I used this Motorola 2021 phone. I used the 25 years of experience that I do have recording in studios, and I downloaded two applications, Voloco Beats, Voloco Beats, and I used that one just to record my vocals on and get inspiration. And I was also able to hook up with the community of artists and other people that are doing the same thing that we're doing. And shout out to Jimmy and Jimmy Hooks. My heart is with you. We already know that this American Dream project that we did together is going past the moon and back all the way. It's interstellar 55, 55. We're on that intergalactic, interspatial, interdimensional, interracial, vibrational, transparency, trans everything. Because until you can transcend your own problems, you're still in trance. You get what I'm saying? So don't fuck with my people. Anyway, on to the next subject. So, I talked about the cost of being a musician today. And like I said, I keep it at the $0. Sometimes there has to be small investments made, like DistroKid. It's $20 a year. You can get mastering applications that are like, I have no idea, but it's not going to cost you more than $10 to master a song or something like that. And if it does, it's ridiculous. Hit me up. I'll do it for free. Hit me up if you need mastering. Hit me up if you need mixing. Hit me up if you need just somebody to talk to. Just hit me up. Leave me a comment. So something that I wanted to talk about, because in the last 2 months I've been posting nonstop, relentlessly on IG, on TikTok, on social medias. So I want to go ahead and separate social media. Let's put social media, like social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, all that here. And in this hand, let's put Spotify and YouTube only. Spotify and YouTube. It's got the music on it. And this is the other one, right? Okay, social platforms. Throw those away. Fuck the social platforms. I've been relentless on Instagram. And yeah, I got views. I got hearts. I got people following, subscribing me. What you're seeing is this, though. You're seeing clips and stuff of this. And that's totally cool, because Instagram is my vlog page. It's for vlogging. It's not for music. Instagram is an application that was a platform that is not made for music. YouTube and Spotify are designed to upload videos and music. So if you're an artist that is a visual or audio performer, and you're a creator of visual audio performance, then you're going to want to use YouTube and Spotify. Instagram doesn't fucking matter. They're going to ask you what's your Instagram. Who gives a shit? If you build your YouTube, and I've been building my YouTube for 10 years. And for 10 years, I never tried to get new subscribers. I never was in and on the online thing. I didn't even have Wi-Fi till like a couple years ago. I swear on my fucking life. I'm not, besides on the phone, but I've never had YouTube and like Wi-Fi and Netflix and all that shit. Nope, never wanted it. I've always said no. I had the ability to have a shit before, but I've never wanted it, because then I get influenced by whoever these motherfuckers are that I'm watching videos on. That's why I do not go on social media. As an artist, I like to stay incubated. I like to stay here in my eagle's nest. I like to stay in my own realm, in my own vortex, within my own, space of creativity in the sanctuary that I've created, that I live in, that I'm blessed to be in. Like I said, I have all the toys and all the stuffs, but no, zero gimmicks on me. If you have a voice, if you have a story, tell it. I'll listen, and I know more people will. And as I see on Instagram posting a nonstop, yeah, it's cool, but it's just a facade in a sense. It's just a social media. I've always been antisocial, so put that to the side. Because why? I realized it was consuming too much of my time. Either way, these clips are still being posted to my Instagram, so we're still able to watch them. But my key focus to all the DIY artists, and my message, even through Instagram and all other social platforms, is Spotify artist and YouTube channel. Create your YouTube channel. It's something that is free. It'll exist forever. Nobody will take down your shit. You can upload as much as you want, however much, as long as you're within your community guidelines. You know, and for a musician, artist, that's what you want. I learned that to be able to go to YouTube Live, you have to have over 10,000 subscribers. That's a lot of subscribers for somebody like me. I am currently at 3,000 subscribers. Proud that those 3,000 subscribers, thank you to all of you, because this is real organic growth. It took me 10 years to get 3,000 subscribers, but my 3,000 subscribers is worth more than your 3 million subscribers or 300 million subscribers, because my 3,000 subscribers are die-hard fans. And yours are just bots that were bought. So, enjoy. So yeah, IG and all that. If you want to do that, if you're a little bit younger than I am, go for it. I'm doing everything with the intention of building my Spotify channel, the amount of videos that I have, the watch time, the amount of clicks, and all the analytics, because honestly, that is what they look for when you're going to be booked. So I want to go into a little bit about booking. The reason that I do keep up with my IG and all that, because not all bookers are smart enough to ask you about your YouTube analytics and this and that. But when you go to Brooklyn Bowl, when you go to Mandalay Bay, when you go to Hard Rock, when you go to all these places, they know. And I know because I've already played them all. So what happens is that they'll ask you for your YouTube analytics. Your EPK is everything. That's your electronic what? Press kit. Okay, got it. Almost got it. Okay, EPK. So it's your YouTube, it's your Instagram, it's your Spotify. It's basically your name. So the most important thing, and this is what I try to educate people on, is you want your name to be something that is unique. You want it to be you. My name is Dana Dow. That's my birth name, and that's my name forever. I go under Big Grins. I go under Portals. I have the umbrellas. They're all there. Everything is built. However, I'm building my own world, my own thing. It's just like that game Roblox or whatever, where you create your own thing inside of a thing. That's what the world is, guys. That's what we're here to do. We're here to be creators. We're here to create our own world of happiness and love and everything within this world of chaos. Because it's only chaotic if you're a chaotic person or attracting chaotic people. See, my dyslexia is starting to kick in. I can see it's after 42 minutes. So I need to speak a little bit slower. I have dyslexia. It's something that I deal with. I have a lot of other things that I won't disclose to you. I am medicated, and that is the reason that I'm able to be sober and celibate. However, I take drugs from the big pharma because they have helped me improve not only my mood stabilizing, getting rid of my anxiety and my depression, and I'm slowly now getting off of my medication and being able to truly take form into my most holy of temple, truly holistic, by getting rid of big pharma thing. But it's a process, so it's okay if you're still going through it. Just remember, it takes time. You gotta go through it. That's the only way, right? Voltaire or Swamp Thing, whatever one you want. Heretic. Anyway, so how I'm building a fan base. Drop your label. Go to DistroKid, pay your $20, and you can create your own label name. Make sure that you copyright it. Make sure that you register it. Make sure you make it your own. Go ahead and go online, Google research. There's domain pages that you can look up on Google that are specifically for looking up band names and stuff like that. I can't remember the name of it. Just Google it. Just say, hey Google, what is the domain for searching up already registered band names, and then it'll show you. There's a bunch of them. And use the free one. Again, free trials. Use your free trial, let it expire, then find another one. There's thousands of programs that all do the same thing. They all offer 14-day free trials. Get your 14 days free trials, zero money, you get in, you get out. That's it. You find another thing that does clipping and does the little things, and then you go there, and then you go to the next one, and then you go back to the other one, and you just keep moving around that free trial until it becomes a free world where all of a sudden you're creating, you're posting, you're doing all this stuff, and you learn that you can do it with zero money. Instead of throwing in thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars in production and all that stuff, which is cool. You know what I mean? If you're a multi-millionaire, I'm not a multi-millionaire. But what I'm trying to say is that DIY is the way to go, guys. Don't waste your money. If you're a good artist and you got a good story, I just started singing, within the last 5 or 6 years because I had lost all my instruments. I have a long story, but that's for another time. So I'd say the best way to build your fan base is go to DistroKid and just start fucking making music and putting it up. Make music, put it up. Make music. Be relentless. Be a content creator. Be the king of whatever, queen of or master of whatever your artistry is. Craft it, mold it, make it yours to where it's impeccable. Nobody can break you. Nobody can shake you. Nobody can say anything to you because it is yours completely. Blood, sweat, and tears. Sometimes you gotta drink your own piss to survive, but that just happens. If you've never drinking your own piss to survive, well, you're lucky. But anyway, moving on. So my go-to tools for home recording on a budget. My go-to tools for home recording on a budget, I believe I already mentioned applications. There's 2 applications on my phone. I use Velaco Beats to record my vocals, and then I use eMastered. So you can use those ones. You can also get the pro versions and fine tune them. Again, everything that's part of my American dream has been built with zero to no dollars, zero to no cost, better said, and except the cost of, putting in the time, energy, focus, frequency, meditation, and really applying yourself to that. Like if it was like my life depends on it. And it does, because if it's not only about reaching that point of success, it's about maintaining it. Because, okay, yeah, you make it, you get a hit, and then what? You got to follow that shit up, and you got to follow it up, and you got to follow it up. See, that's why Spotify's got my back now, because they've seen that I've already put up 52 singles, one for every week of the year. Making sure that I certify, and I did this within the first quarter of the year, so that I have the next 3 quarters of the year to work on promoting my albums, playing live, and touring, selling merchandise, and making money. Because that's what I do. My music can be free. You guys can rip my music. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want with it. Once it's online, it's online. That's just what it is. I don't care. My shit's like protected and copyrighted and everything. That's why you have to do everything properly. Everything properly, do it legitimately. You know what I mean? Everything is accessible now. There's the internet. There's no excuses. There's no reason why. So those are my go-to tools. Is my Android cell phone. This tripod that my sister gave me that's probably less than $20. I'm sure you can find one on Amazon for $10 or less. It's a little tripod to hold your cell phone. You know what I mean? That way it's stabilized. It's not all moving around all crazy. You know what I mean? You can get a nice little focus. So yeah. So really, there's no budget. I record with no budget. I use the 2 free applications. And then I use credit for free trials on clipping and stuff like that. So how to rehearse like a pro without a full band. So how I rehearse like a pro without a full band. Obviously, since I've been in bands, and I've always been the composer, the one writing the music, producing everything, recording everything, putting the bands together, calling everybody, picking people up, dropping people off. I've done that my whole life. And all of a sudden you're in one band and one person picks you up and drops you off all the time. They complain when you're literally giving them the best opportunity of their life. You missed out. Missed opportunities. Now, moving on. Big Grins is in the house. There's no missed opportunities here. We're all in. Big Grins. The way that I'm rehearsing is the way that I showed you. Go ahead and check it out here on my YouTube. You can check out my last rehearsal. It was on Friday. Right now, I'm rehearsing to my backtracks that have vocals in them. Since I am a freestyle kind of just one-shot artist, I don't like to think too much about my lyrics. If it's something, if I get a catchy hook, I'll write it down just so I don't forget it when I'm recording the song. So I'll just have the hook and then I'll freestyle the verses. So if I have a solid hook, and that's my recording process. So my rehearsal process is I put on my speakers. I'm here alone in my home studio at a quiet tone during the day. Turn on my speakers, turn on my American Dream album part 1 because I have part 2 and 3. So don't get ahead of yourself. Stick to one set. Keep it to 30 minutes. You don't really get that much time to play out. We spend hundreds of thousands of hours creating, rehearsing, preparing, traveling, learning. Oh my God, it's infinite. Just to have those 30 to 45 minutes on stage, and it's fucking worth it. Because we go to town, homie. Big Grins in town, son. 2025, what can you do about it? Nothing. So, you want to go ahead and check out my show. My album release is on May 13th. I will be having an album release show in May, after May 13th, obviously, when the album comes out, so that I can go ahead and perform the full album in its entirety from beginning to end, in order, from beginning to end. I'm going to perform the whole album. Well, maybe not in order. I don't know. We'll figure that one out later. But go ahead and check out the American Dream album, part 1. It is already out. It's just called American Dream, obviously. It's got 13 tracks of American pride, Chicano heritage, being a Mexican American, and it's mainly a love letter to my country and to all these beautiful people that I've had a chance to meet, collaborate with, exchange particles of our souls and atoms and whatnot, and just it's just very raw emotion, and I'm just very vulnerable and transparent with my lyrics, and it's really just about love and big love, and showing love even to people who you might have seen that might have hurt you or might have not. Everything is just a learning lesson, and we just have to give it up to the higher above. Give it up to whoever it is that you pray to. Just know that there is a universe. The universe is always conspiring in our favor, and we just must trust in the process and give ourselves to it, and allow us to just take that dance of insecurity and just let go and just flow, and just you'll see how great it is on the side. So come on over to the other side. So that's how I rehearse right now. I will be posting more pro rehearsals as I go into rehearsal studios, with PAs and stuff like that. Now I can get some more sound of my vocals, even though I can hear my vocals here. But I like to record myself so I can go back and listen. I'm very detailed about lines and stuff that I mess up, and also about my stage performance and all that. So that's really what you'll see on my first rehearsal, is me just kind of warming up to the microphone again. I haven't been on stage in 6 years. So yes, this is my comeback, guys. Big Grins is back. You thought I was going to be Portals? Well, I portalized it, and now it's Big Grins. It's still Portals. It's under the Portals umbrella. And I'll always be rocking under Dana Dow. New Cash Records in the house, son. You already know how we do. That's how we do. And I want to give a big shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because Jesus saves on D Street. If you're in Vegas and you need a place to stay, you need a place to go, there's a place on D Street downtown. It's called Jesus Saves. And Jesus Saves on D Street. Go ahead and check it out. If you need a place to go, a place to eat, all we ask is that you be sober. All we ask is that you stop doing drugs. All we ask is that you become part of a program that will help you better yourself. Now, why your music isn't blowing up yet? Well, my music is blowing up. And why it wasn't blowing up is because of the same thing that I was telling you. Stop posting endlessly on Instagram, on TikTok maybe, but those are not formats that were made for artists, musicians, and video, and any of that. YouTube channel. Make a YouTube channel. It's free. Why don't you have your own YouTube channel now? You're watching this video, you're a DIY artist, make your YouTube channel today. Put up your videos. Try to put up the best ones. Remember, YouTube, you cannot fix the order of the videos. It's in real time. That's what I love about YouTube. Once the video is up, it's up. You can't change you can make playlists and put in different positions, but you can't change the time and stamp of when that video was put up. Now, so start your YouTube channel. If you don't have a YouTube channel, you will be obsolete in the digital world. I don't care what network of television you're on. I don't care. Television is going away. Everything is moving online. As you can see, every television network now has a streaming platform. So it's all about streaming platforms. And what is a streaming platform? A YouTube channel. So in order to put yourself from DIY into the new digital world and have your own channel. You make your own channel right now. I've made channels for a bunch of people that never took advantage of them. The channels are there. You can always go back and just get back on it. That's why I create these things and I place them for that people when they're ready, they can go back to them and then they can start building and see that. That's why I am Digital Dana. That's why I'm Dana Dow Jr. and I am the bridge between analog and digital. And I'm bringing you the most cutting edge information that I can, that I've learned from algorithms and from 30 years of experience of what I can. Now, the deeper meaning behind my lyrics, that's just a very therapeutic thing for me. As you can hear in prayers, it's a very deep song for me. These songs are all love songs. Whether it was love to a person or love to my country or self-love or self-reflection. A lot of it is very apologetic and a lot of it is very unapologetic. I can be both. And I think it's okay to just be yourself and just know that you can't be no one else. In the words of my boy Liam Gallagher and Noel Gallagher. But I like to go ahead and sign off from this Portals podcast episode 26 and 27. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But really quick, let's go ahead and just take a moment of silence. Take a couple deep breaths. Just let the oxygen kind of hit your brain. Hear the birds chirping, hear your kids laughing, make moments today. Today's your day. Seize the day. You only have 24 hours. You spend 8 of them sleeping, 5 of them sleeping. I'll sleep till Brooklyn, baby. This is Dana Dow Jr. This has been a Portals podcast. This is Big Rinse, Tijuana to Vegas. Check out my show next month. To be announced. The flyer will be posted very, very soon. So thank you all. And in case I don't see you, have a good afternoon, a good evening, and a good night. Goodbye.